Greetings. We're doing the chat questions, so it's in positive vibrations of the internet that it will stay connected. So this is why we do it on this platform and not Hangouts, because Hangouts is up and down. So we do it here a lot more stable. So anyway, hopefully. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings, all. This is Ishtar. Blessings, the Blue Pleiadians. Much love to you all. We have to connect to your questions to assist.
Hi, Ishtar. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, thank you for welcoming us.
Okay, so first one is Bianca, and her first question is a request to Archangel Metatron to help clear out any chaotic energy from her energy field.
Yes, I believe you already made that connection with him, but yes, it will be, this is confirmation. Yes, he is working with you as we speak, it seems. Blessings.
Okay, and then second question for Bianca is just if there are any messages to her from anyone.
Yes, I see you around many reptilian children and astral. You are raising them, it seems, at least assisting with their raising has become more peaceful. As there seems to be a new breed of reptilian. They're not saying their name, but it is a new breed that is using their vibrations, their talents for more positive endeavors, learning from the dark, but also shedding light. And you are very much part of this race, but they're keeping it secret who this is. They're not saying. But I believe you can connect that vibration. Blessings.
Okay, so we're going to ask a question that we had technical difficulties with on Tuesday, and it's for Amy. I want to ask my spirit guides or higher self where I'm going to get the money to buy a house so I can move. For some reason, I felt that I would meet someone with money that would help me out. However, I don't know if that's just wishful thinking.
Yes, it is wishful thinking. If there's anyone, it'll be a loan, but I believe it'll be through a company from what we are seeing. That's all we are seeing, but this is someone you have to shop for quite a bit. I believe it will be successful, but you have to do a lot of shopping there. I believe it's through a company. I don't believe it's from an individual. That's all we can connect to with that. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Arthur. I like crystals, but which crystals would be most useful for me at this moment when you are answering for healing in my current situation and spiritual growth?
The quartz is for your vibration, the quartz is positive vibration. The clear quartz, connect with that, and then you will branch out to other vibrations, but the clear quartz at this time will help you. It's a starter, let's put it that way. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Arthur. I once had an experience last year from astral projecting where I woke up in a dream where I was underwater, and then I woke up in astral state in my home. And then I got scared about that experience, but at the same time, it was awesome. If I manage to go there again, which basic rules or laws should I know so I don't get scared every time when I wake up?
I asked for the angels to assist with your travels, but it seems like you're going alone. That's what's causing a lot of fear. But it's the intention that when you go into astral, that everything will be fun. You'll have more control over it. And ask your angels to assist, to guide you. Some do take an angel to guide them to the place where you want to go, but it seems like for you, you are going and everybody's following you. So this is why it's more fear, but it's also adventurous. I do not see any danger there. It's just you're not used to it. So I see no danger there at all. You're just not used to this vibration. I believe it will increase greatly. And I do not see you ever getting trapped. So don't worry about it. Sometimes it might feel like that, but you might feel like you're on a wormhole, but you'll be fine. Blessings.
Okay, next is Debbie M. I was awakened at 2:22 this morning and noticed white objects close to my ceiling. Can you tell me who it was and what was their message for me?
Those are your angels, guides. That there will be at times show up in form. They're showing up that in that, and they also ask you to connect to them more in meditation. There's a lot of dolphin and vibration around you also. They'll help you calm your vibrations. The ocean, would you see a calm vibration there? They connect to your guides. Use the ocean as a connector if you have trouble connecting. As visualizing yourself within water, whatever you feel comfortable in those, and visualize your guide coming to you. However you want, floating on the water. Water does seem it's good, but clear that water with positive vibrations also, because some do have fear of water. I have to say you will. Blessings.
Okay, next is Wanda 11. Are there any messages from my parents or son?
This is a message for them or from them? Excuse me. From them. One moment. Yes, confidence is a key element that is sometimes very strong and sometimes very weak, depending on the situation. One moment. Well, they're showing me an elephant vibration. Basically, I know this might sound very strange, but they do show the elephant vibration we've had lifetimes within that species was very strong. So it helps you see differently in this environment also, possibly. Some of this might be shaking your head at this point because this might be a little bit out there. Depends, but one moment. But that's what they're showing as a strong one in the jungle also. In this environment that you are in. And they say take charge, but also to be kind to others, because in a lot of times in the past you've taken charge and wasn't kind. Well, yes and no. You don't have to be hardcore completely. One moment. And they do say cooking is good also to clear your vibrations. It just helps it's a releasing, whatever it might be. It could be toast. There's something wrong that just helps to release. It has to be fun though for that to work. It could be a personal, a dish for yourself, whatever it is, but it does seem like some form of cooking is a relaxer, what they're saying. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Wanda. In past life, was I involved with tarot or interest in mythology or Jungian, I think it's Jungian psychology?
Yes, and also, as that question is being asked, also there's an energy called the jinn you've connected to also in the past. Now, if you look up the jinn, it's a spelling, I can't connect to it right now, but also that is a very spiritual vibration that is around your world and is not very known, but it's also, yes, so you've been connected to many of the mystical arts as magic arts. So, and the jinn is part of that. It is used for negative, but it's also used for positive. That is for you to connect. Jinn spirit, I believe you can look it up. It is Arabic. But I believe that will feel somewhat familiar. We'll open up your spiritual connections for lessons.
Okay, next is Amy. And her first question, in the last 2 webinars, only one of my questions was asked each time. I'm wondering if there was some ET or spirit interference that led to this happening and why.
Yes, it's reptilian. They don't want you to get help. They want you at a low vibration. Yes. Yes, they jam up the internets, and they do not want you to find peace at all. They want you to feel uncomfortable. Because it seems like in the past they've been draining your energy, and they want to continue to do that. We're not allowing them to do it anymore. Blessings.
Okay. There's another one from Amy. We'll make sure we get her second one tonight. Can you tell me more about the spirit named Henry, who is apparently locking my cat door on occasion and possibly unplugging my bathtub? She wants to know, who is he? How old was he when he died? Why is he at her house? And is he trying to prank her or just get her attention? No. And how can she help him cross?
No, he's not trying to prank anybody. He's lost. He's 70 years old. I do see a severed hand. His right hand severed. It is not there. So he's going through a lot of agony. He does not know where he is. As for, you can connect to his vibration. In a meditation, if you wish to, ask your angels to assist for his separation from this dimension. He is a very hard one to connect to. His mind is not thinking correctly. So it's very hard for the aliens or the angels to assist in his crossing over. It is a practice. It's something you can look up on how to do in your own way, because everyone has their own path for a moment. Sage can be used for it, but there's other methods. That is one. So it's connecting to his energy and speaking to them. Speaking to that entity will help. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Xiao. Please ask my guides if my soul agreement was amended last night.
I do not believe so. No, not entirely. Some of it was. Some things were, but not all. Not completely. Blessings.
Okay. Second question for Xiao. What's your view of my current situation?
Yes, complicated. It's all on how you see it. I believe there will be a positive outcome. Just see how it goes. More positive vibration you have, I've realized there's a lot of unrelaxing vibrations around you, but the more you have a positive outlook, you will succeed in transformation, transition. You will be fine. The more anger and hostility you bring to it, you will push yourself into a more of a hole. One moment. I believe you will find what you are looking for also. I have to go into full details. One moment. As for the work environment, I do see that actually being stable for some time. I know there's vibrations that is not, but I am seeing different here. Understand that can change, and I believe it has, at least from the vibration I'm connected to. If it did change recently, I am not seeing it. Blessings.
Okay, next is Balaz. My new friend from a Hungarian UFO research group, Marina Vargas, would like to know if she has any hybrid children, and if so, can we get some details and if there are messages?
Reptilian hybrid children. A Lyran is a feline. I do see reptilian. They're not the typical reptilians either. They're very humanoid, very Arcturian reptilian. One moment. And they're assisting her in her vibrational of point of view as for seeing through her third eye. Seeing things differently. Seeing things in a different dimension as for a different version of Earth. So that's for her to connect with. Her belief system might be blocking some of that, but there are many dimensions that she's connected to. I believe she can connect to quite easily, seeing other versions of this planet. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Balaz. In the past 3 years, or maybe all of my life, some people were and still are using radionics on me. Who are they? I need names and addresses. This info might be cloaked and guarded by thousands of spirits and enhanced thought forms. Please request help for this investigation from 9 to 13 densities if needed.
As for our addresses, I cannot access that. That is public. That is private vibrations. I cannot. That is too private for me to connect with. For one moment. Well, as for this situation you are in, you are solving it on your own. I see. You are unraveling on your own. Just put more confidence in that vibration. Because it seems like even where this is coming from, I believe you can connect to that also. But that's not as important as for clearing this vibration, so you no longer have it interfere with you. So from what I'm seeing, you are mastering it. The clearing on your own is a test that's been brought to you. I believe you will be successful with it also. Blessings.
Okay, next is Angie S. A few nights ago, I had a dream. I was in a dark room looking down a hallway, and I saw a reptilian, and we chased it. I was breathing so heavy in the dream from fear that I had to be woken up by my boyfriend. What was this about?
Well, a lot of it has to do with overcoming your fear of reptilians. So I believe this lifetime has a lot to do with that. It's just, and if you have another dream of them again, the idea is to be peaceful with them. From what I'm seeing, it was run away from you because you were scared of it, from what I can tell. So unless you are fearful, the more I believe that's part of your process here is to make amends with them. It has not been an easy life with them. Not surprised there. Blessings.
Okay, Angie S. would also like to know if there's anything positive to look forward to in the future.
Of course. But if you're going to, of course, you can always turn that frown upside down anytime. Everything can have a positive outlook. It's all in your perception. It can be raining. You can still get the positive vibration of the rain. Or a flat tire can have you look the positive vibrations from that. It's all on how you look at things. So as for going to is on your outlook what matters most at this time. Is turning around where you see things, which I believe you are to some degree. The more you see positive, the more you'll feel your alien vibrations, and more you're getting. Yes, you've had not easy lifetimes in the past, so it's very hard to see a positive future. Quite understandable, but is this lifetime to heal?
Okay, Donna Riggs is next. Can you tell us what David Wilcox is talking about as of late? What part of this information will come true?
In your lifetime, it's hard to say. As for finding proof, here and there, there is a vibration of Atlantis in Antarctica, yes. But as for what is exactly going on there, I don't believe he's fully connected to it, as he might feel. As for it becoming public is unlikely in your lifetime for what we are seeing. Blessings. It is very protected there. Blessings.
Okay, Donna also asks, I would like to know what my higher self has to tell me that will benefit me most this evening.
Well, one of them is eat more chocolate. Meditate more when it feels right for you. Exercise can be meditation, walking. There is a few fairies around you at this time. Tall ones around 6 feet tall. 2 males. They're around you at this time. One of them is called Woodicus. Just go by that one. The other one is not making himself known. The other one's redheaded, but he's not making himself known. And that's all. If you go out in your nature, most likely you'll feel their vibrations, possibly, depending on what you're allowing in your vibration. Hopefully that is some enlightenment. Well, either way, that is the vibration they have for you today. Blessings.
Okay, next is Carollyn McLaughlin, and she asks if there are any messages for her.
Yes, I see you. In the Knights of the Round Table vibrations. Not a damsel in distress, but during those night, I imagine you could feel that vibration. You've had many lifetimes as a young one, a young female, around many nights during your Arthur time period. It was a very unusual time to be alive, as much of what is being said now, as for the alien vibrations, in some ways was said back then. So you're having a relapse, a memory. This has brought you here. And it is also going to open up. Yes, there's much in your medieval lifetime that needs to be healed. You can do this with a candle and just a meditation with your angels, your guides to help release. It's up to you how you want to go about this, but it will help release much. It was not an easy time for sure.
Okay, second question for Carol. Are there any messages for my sister Glenna from her father Glenn, who crossed over in 1978?
Yes, he says not to be too materialistic. Put yourself ahead of others, but also love yourself. He's showing chewing gum for some strange reason. He's not going into details of chewing gum. And one moment. Be more thoughtful of yourself. You're not always, sometimes you're putting yourself down too much. This is what he's saying. So you have a lot of angelic vibrations within your soul that you're not fully connecting with. And you can connect to him more easily the more you become aware of it. Blessings.
Okay, Maryann A. would like to know if there are any messages for her.
Yes, your astral has been quite interesting recently. One moment. It is. One moment. Let me clear the space. One moment. Yes, you're connecting to many reptilians, but also you're connecting to. One moment. As for the reptilian connection, because you've had so many lifetimes being born within them, their species. That's another reason why you're on this planet. That's one of your early incarnations. And so you feel connected to them. Not to say you go there and be green, but it is still you feel you need to connect to them. This is family. I see cartoon characters you are around. In astral, I just see them. I know it sounds crazy, maybe not. You go there to uplift yourself to, yes, a cartoon type of world that you have in your world, but it's not like your world. They are things you've not seen here. And there are of that vibrate moment. They're more real, but they have that vibration that your earth downloads. You go there for relaxation. I know this is not always easily perceived, but I imagine you can connect to it. You just go there for relaxation, basically. It is not fully being brought into this environment yet. So what that is exactly, but I believe you can connect to some of it. Blessings.
Okay, Maryann would also like to know what the names of her guides are that she's working with at this time, and if there's any messages.
Yes, you have a main guide by the name of Michelle. That one came in very fast. One moment. And a female who calls herself Eden, or Edna. And Edna is very Victorian age. Very Victorian of your England. As for messages, you're not fully letting go of this third density. That's why it's difficult to fully connect. But you can connect to the psychic mediumship and tarot vibration also if you wish to do so. You have to let yourself go to do this. So. But you are, yes, you can accomplish this. Just go slowly with it.
Okay, next up is Symmetry. Are there any messages for me?
Well, it seems to be connecting to the Galactic Federation of Light to change it seems to change your contract. You're on this planet, You've been going there as a Zeta recently. I believe you've been doing this here and there, but now you've gone there. And I believe it is up to debate. You've been going to them instead of your guides. You've been going to your guides also, but I don't think you're getting very far with them. So you go to the Federation, who like to assist you, at least to change your mission here. So you can change. It's another way of changing your directions to change your mission. And that is where you're approaching right now. I believe you're in discussions at this moment.
Okay, next up is Vasco. Any messages from Archangel Gabriel?
He is showing the medical arts as the lifetime of, yes, as a medic, as a doctor, but in another reality, another Earth reality. Where there's actually more reptilian vibrations. It was not on this Earth timeline. That one was a little bit more interesting. It is, yes, more science fiction looking. But you were humanoid, but you did a lot of medical treatments on reptilians. I know it sounds very strange, but they want you to know this to open up your reality is the reason why he's bringing this up. And this is Gabriel doing this, is he wants to enrich your point of view, because there's much more going on in this reality, as you are aware. But the rest of it is personal, so he's not going into it right now. Blessings.
Okay, Vasco would also like to know if there are any beings around him, and if so, what messages do they have for him?
At this time, yes, there's a Pleiadian race around him at this time that's monitoring him. There's also a reptilian race that is further away that is studying his movements, but he is going to them, showing parts of his life for educational purposes. One moment. It does seem also he's part of a healing vibration here as for the government healing on this planet to make a more peaceful planet. So he's assisting with that with the Pleiadian vibrations, I see. Also, the Yael are coming to him with music to just bring flavor to his day. I believe you can connect with that. Different types here and there. That's the message. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Danielle Spencer. I was wondering what soul or past life connections I have with my new roommate, Andrea.
Pleiadian lifetimes, one moment. Syrian lifetimes. Syrian lifetimes, very similar to Earth, but Syrian worlds of aquatic beings, water beings, of course, but also as many felines there also. And she was a feline, you were a Syrian. Well, technically there's a Syrian felines, but you were humanoid, and this one was feline. As for your, yeah, she is very feline. As for, you've also, I believe you had an incarnation with Nostradamus, and this girl was there also during that time. I believe you knew him personally, from what I'm being told. As for what relation, they're not going into details. I believe they're keeping quiet on that one. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Danielle. Can you tell me what our two dogs are fighting over that has caused many changes to the home environment?
It seems like there's a lot of fairy vibration there that's causing mischief. You have a lot of Pleiadian beings there also that's causing a lot of attention. And reptilians, now understand, the reptilians that are there are actually kind of comical. So they look very strange. So that's part of it. Also, your guides it's most of the reptilians are seeing this woman. Yes, it is part of the fairy, but the reptilians they're quite humorous, actually. Blessings.
Okay, Crystal Eve Snow would like to know if there are any messages from her higher self.
the higher self is showing sail, like not the sailboat, but selling something. Not going into details, but selling. They're not possibly. They just say sales. That's all they're saying. They say you don't know what they're talking about, but first I thought they were talking about going to the flea market, but that is not it. They're just selling something. It would be good for you. But you will find that out what that is. Like, they're not going into details. They just say it will be good. Blessings.
She would also like to know if there are messages from Archangel Raphael.
Yes, from Raphael, one moment, is changes in the air and changing your environment as for where things are. Furniture moving possibly will be good for you, depending on what you feel. It does seem like change is good, and you will receive the intuition of what's to come. There is changes coming as for vibrations in your life and others that you're connected to, but they can't go into full detail right now. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Moses. Does my higher self have a message for me?
Yes, it's those material possessions that don't mean anything, that if they do not now, if they mean something to you now, in the future they will not. You'll get more of an understanding of your existence here, as these things are just a part of you, but they are not of you. It's also connected to your children. As you connect to them in astral, you teach them much more than what you can in this environment. And they do remember. But there's also a spiritual vibrational change as for connecting to your angels that see coming through soon. As for receiving messages. Blessings.
Okay, Moses would also like to add, I think I saw an entity, gray or zeta, during my meditation and felt an energy. Can you confirm this?
Oh, yes. And this is going to increase. You're allowing this to come through. You're allowing this vibration, you're allowing yourself to see more. And understand, you can see a lot. And you're unraveling this, you're opening yourself up.
Okay, next up is Ra. Do I have any messages?
Yes, it seems like you're receiving, at least from my perspective, receiving much Egyptian vibrations. As for how the pyramids were created, but I don't believe that memory has been staying with you, but I believe you had an incarnation during that time. So much of it's been clouded for a reason, because the world is not prepared for it yet. But I believe, yes, you're very much there. I believe there's an Anunnaki from what I'm seeing. Blessings.
Okay, Ra would also like to ask, how many human lives have I had on Earth?
13. Blessings.
Okay, next is Denise, 1111. Do I have any past lives in Sweden?
Yes, 4 lifetimes in Sweden, yes. More of the ancient times, well, some of the ancient, and some were recent. You've had a lot of times in Russia, from what I see. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Denise. Are there any spirits around me at this time?
Of course, they're always around you. Archangel Michael's vibration is around you all the time, it seems. Also Gabriel. And at times, Raphael comes in to clear your chakra systems. One moment. You also have a guide, a main guide by the name of Ariel. This is your main guide. She connects with you always, of course, and she's put down the welcome bat for you to connect with her. Use nature to connect with her. Visualize nature, trees, to feel her vibration. Blessings.
Okay, my name's Stacy.
Yes.
Okay, Ishta, blue Pleiadian. So I, in a dream, met a blue Pleiadian once, and he was in like an official gown, sort of like a robe. And he had this authority feel to him, but also like a fatherly, like guide energy to him as well. And I'm just wondering, obviously I'm connected to blue Pleiadian somehow, and I'm just wondering if there are messages either from that individual or from blue Pleiadian in general.
Yes, from the Blue Pleiadian Council, you have been connecting them in astral very much. You've had many lifetimes within our vibrations. Much of our vibrations had to do with assisting Earth, and it has a lot to do with your incarnation here. To bring in, from what I see, the fairy vibrations, to be more awakened than others, as you are aware. But that's for you to communicate with nature and the alien beings that are around you, to bring balance around you and those around you. Understand where you are is very protected, but you're sending vibrations I do see around the Middle East, places that do need your assistance. So in astral, I do see you there also, bringing assistance. You don't have to get affected by the vibration, sometimes maybe a little bit, because you are bringing assistance, because you are a member of this planet, so you're helping the Blue Pleiadian vibration here this time. As for this one, yes, this is a grandfather or father figure. It does seem grandfather, but father figure, same. Well, because he's so old. Either way. This one is like your mentor, from what I'm seeing. He's not giving me a name. It's for you to connect with if you wish. Ocean, the name he gives me. Call him Ocean. If that works for you.
Yeah, I actually really like that.
Yes.
Okay, kind of calm me down a little bit, actually.
Yes, he's there to, calm you down, calm your vibrations. But yes, you actually go into some places here that are not calm at all. But that's why you live where you are. So when you come back, you just like bring a wave of vibration around you to clear. So many that, yes, live in your area and other places that are similar, away from civilization, do assist hostile places on your planet. Some, not all.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
I think I know why the Middle East. I've been reading some stuff on like Pakistan and different places.
Yes. You have a strong history there also. It was all nice and kind, and then it changed, as you can tell. And you were there when that happened, and it was not pleasant, and it was almost like, I can't believe this is happening type of situation.
Okay. Yes, I'll go on to my second question then. Wednesday night, I did a chakra cleanse on the 7 traditional chakras. And this was to get ready for a Kundalini activation event. I believe it's on Monday. And anyway, so this particular chakra cleanse, I don't think I've ever felt so connected to my chakras. And I actually believe I did release quite a bit from that cleanse. And I'm just wondering what you can pick up from that. What I released or what opened up?
Oh, well, what you released is a lot of reptilian connections. You've had a lot of lifetimes in Rome, I see. You released a lot of that. You also had a lifetime as a slave in Rome also. I do not see you during the time of biblical. I believe you're more of an angel during the biblical time period, and as an alien vibration. I see more angel vibrations around the biblical times. So after that, the Christ time, I see Roman incarnations there, one after the other. Yes, it was part of also to bring balance to an unbalanced place and to experience it, to learn lessons. I do see much of that. And then while that was reptilian, that was a reptilian world, Anunnaki, reptilian world. A lot more vicious than this time is actually. Much has been learned since then. So that's what you're releasing. Much of that. Greek also, you had ancient Greek times. Ancient Greek lifetimes during Atlantis. in the fall of Atlantis, the Greeks did get affected by the Atlanteans quite a bit. And you had lifetimes of Atlantis, but I do see a Greek connection there, because a lot of those were Atlanteans that went to Greece and created Greece. And you're more part of the Greek vibrations, and they were more on the right than the Atlanteans were at that time. So some of that's been releasing too. Some of those are hard to release.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's maybe why I connected mostly, probably more with the throat chakra, with like communication and how I feel and whichever, and then also the root chakra. I felt those most out of that cleanse. I felt connected to those two the most. So that kind of makes sense.
Yes, with the Roman stuff was very physical, as you can tell with a physical place. Mm-hmm. Those are hard to see. Those are foggy. I do see the Greek stuff a little bit more clear. Also, you've had lifetimes as an American Indian. Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can connect with that vibration. Yes, those are very calm times.
Yeah, I actually have a picture I picked up at an estate sale. Mm-hmm. It was just like an Indian man and his son around a fire, and there was teepees and a dog, and it was calm, safe.
Yes, we've had several lifetimes there. Before the American situation, it was way before that.
Mm. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ishta, for your help.
Blessings.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes, blessings to you all, and good night from your alien friends. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend.